Right, so next up I've got some food and home related items for you. The first up is a candle. It's by Airwick and it's apple and cinnamon scented to give you that really Christmassy smell. From the outside it looks pretty plain, white candle in a frosted glass sort of container, but when you light it, as you can see, it lights up, but then it cycles through some colours. And I'm sort of picturing a long line of these along your fireplace, your mantelpiece this Christmas. I think it'll look really Christmassy, but because they've got the apple and cinnamon scent as well, it's going to smell really Christmassy too. I'm going to leave that on so that the smell of Christmas kind of keeps me in the Christmassy mood. Next up is something to make your woolies look good this Christmas. It's by JML, it's called the Bobble Off, and basically it does what it says on the tin. It's going to take the bobbles off your woolies this year. So you just go over your item like that using small circular motion, and it pulls the bobbles off and it puts them into the bottom there. As you can see, I did a jumper the other day that was blue, so it's got a lot of blue in there. But it will just revive your woolies. So if you've got a favourite jumper but it's gone a bit bobbly, that's going to make it look a lot better. Okay, the next thing that I've got to show you is to make baby food this Christmas. If you've never made your own baby food, it is actually really, really simple, but the wean machine makes it even easier. Basically, the wean machine is going to really help you when you're out and about or at home making some baby food, something quick for your baby to eat. Take off the lid here. You actually get included in there a spoon and the unit, and you get two different sized grills. That's going to change the size at which you can make the puree. And I'm actually going to demonstrate you how to make the puree in live action. So bear with me while I sort that out and fill that up, and I'll be right back. Right, so I've got some apple that I've steamed. And what I've done is I've just spooned the apple into the bottom of the wean machine, and it's so simple. You just flip the top back over, gently squeeze, and what it does is squeezes the apple into the bottom of there. Now, to serve it, if it's a small baby, just give it a quick stir, and literally you've got apple puree ready to go. Now my two both love apple puree, even my toddler loves apple puree, and we put it in things like porridge, rice pudding and things. So you're going to have some way of using it a little bit further, and just literally feed straight from the tub there, or if you're not going to use it straight away, just literally it tips out really easily into a bowl, ready to go. The wean machine is actually also really, really good for bananas, avocados, that kind of thing. But we've used it for vegetables like carrot, potato, things like that go really well in there, and will help me make like a soft mash of whatever you want really. Because you've got the two size grills, I just use the small one. You've got the larger one too. As your baby gets older and requires a puree that's not as smooth, you can switch on to your larger one, or if you're going to use it for something for yourselves in a meal for whatever reason, use the larger one as well. But I like how portable it is, and because it comes with its own spoon, you've got something that you can just easily take out with you. So literally you could just pop your spoon in the top there, put your lid on, stick that in your changing bag along with a banana, and then when you get where you're going, you can just quickly puree a banana for them, ready to go. So you don't have to sit there trying to hold the plate with one hand while you squish your banana with a fork. I've done that so many times and ended up with banana everywhere. This is going to keep it all nice and easy to control. It's really, really easy to wash as well. There's nowhere that food can get stuck. I just literally quick scrub round and rinsed it under the tap, and within seconds it was clean. It was brilliant as well. I'm really impressed with that one. So just moving on, the next thing I've got to show you is actually a kettle. It's by Salter. It's called the Salter Eco Illuminated Kettle, and when you lift it off its base you'll see that it lights up, and when it goes back down on the base it's got a pressure button and it goes off. That also lights up as it boils, so you know that it's on and boiling. It's a nice looking kettle with it being black and sort of your brushed steel effect. But the best thing about it is that it is eco-friendly. The reason it's eco-friendly is there's two ways of heating the water. First one's your standard. If you press the button down, that's going to do your standard 100-degree boil as normal. But if you're making just 1 cup of tea or coffee, or you wanted to make coffee or fruit and herbal teas, if you press the button up, you've actually got the option of heating to 85 degrees. Now, the reason that's good, apparently, is because coffee and fruit and herbal teas are actually better at 85 degrees because it doesn't burn the coffee or taint the flavour of the fruit or herbal. I've tested it. I have to say I agree. For a normal cup of tea, I like normal cups of tea piping hot, so I'd use the 100 degrees every time. But for a fruit tea where you're not adding milk, so you've nothing to take the edge off that, and you're gonna leave it to sit for a while as well, I found it was perfect. And for coffee, it did seem to make a difference. I was impressed. You didn't get sort of any bitterness at the back of the coffee, which sometimes you can when you're making at 100 degrees. So that's the Salter Eco Illuminated Kettle. The next product is also by Salter. It's a precision health grill. It's digital. Basically what you do, is you can grill all your food, so you don't have to fry your meat and things like that. To show you it, I'm just going to bring the camera down and actually show you it on the work surface so you can see. So as you can see, it's again in the same theme as the Eco Kettle, in that it's sort of like your brushed steel and black. It's got a cool touch handle, so when it's on, that handle's not going to get hot, so you're not going to risk burning yourself when you open it. And I'll just switch it on to show you that it has a digital display down there. So when you actually switch it on, it tells you what temperature it's heating to. You can put that up, or you can press max and it's going to take you straight up to 260. If you press mode, oh sorry, I have to press max again. If you press mode, it'll take you down and you can actually set it by time. So if you just want it to heat up for a set amount of time, as you can see there, it's counting down for me. It's going to beep when that finishes. It holds around 4 portions in there, which is quite good. One of the best features of this unit for me is the way you can store it. And if I'm just going to bring you down onto the work surface there, if you can see this button here, what you do is you push that right in and it stops you from opening the unit. So then what you can do, and bear with me, this may be a dodgy camera work, but flip it up and you can actually push it and store it right at the back of your kitchen unit there. So it tucks in really nicely next to your kettle. It's actually slimmer than the base of the kettle, so it's going to keep it right out of the way. But as you can see, it looks pretty nice on your unit there, quite unobtrusive. Or if you're going to store it in your cupboard, it would actually keep it nice and upright and out of the way in your cupboard as well. So I'm quite impressed with that. I've got one final item to show you, so bear with me and I'm just going to grab that last one. Right, the final item I've got to show you in the home and food range is a giant cupcake tin. It's from firebox.com, and basically this is going to make you a huge cupcake. Look really good on your Christmas table. As you can see, it's all one unit for your base and your lid. Quite large by the depth of my hand there. And what you do is you make up your mix and you put this part in first, cook that for a bit, and then you put the top half in as well. Cook it all together so that it cooks evenly. To make the mix for this, they recommend that you look for a mix that uses 6 eggs. So if you can't find one, use the smaller one and multiply it up. That's how much you need to fill it though. I've tested it out and you really do need that much. If you use a smaller amount, it just won't work, and you do need to put the base in first and then the lid, because otherwise the centre of the base will not cook either. But it's really easy to take in and out of the oven because it's got a nice lip on the side, so you've got something to get hold of with your gloves there, and really easy to clean and use as well. So that's going to make you a giant cupcake tin, bit of interest on your Christmas table or for the baker in your family. So that's it for home and food. Have a nice Christmas.